Thank you for tuning in to propaintballdotcom. Last week we brought you news that Aftermath Arenas was breaking ground here at SC Village. They were cleaning the place out, starting over from scratch. This is the place that Speedball originated at, so it's really nice to see that we're back in action. Here we have Mike Hinman of the Aftermath Arenas. This guy's the brains behind the operation here. And Mike, what do you think?
It's been a good weekend. We had about 300 people out here. It's a pretty big weekend for some arenas. It's a great place, for young kids to come out. It's where we all started. Kids like Mouse were, found out in this arena. Young kids out here, and just start kind of building it back, having a big fun place to play paintball where there's not people yelling and screaming. It's kind of rough for me to be saying that. But just a fun place to be able to play paintball, play X-ball, you know what I mean? That's what we got going. 2 new arenas here, and be able to grind down.
It looks like everything's graded out. You tore out all the old fields. How much work was it? How many days? What did it take?
It took us 5 days. We got some of the nice equipment still sitting up here. We still have pieces of the original SC Village airball, first ever airball field, the pipes that were underground that we tore up out of there. It took us 5 days, all 12-hour days, sun up to sundown. But
how many guys you have working here? I bet there was a lot.
There's a good amount of guys. I think Thursday, Friday, we had about 20 dudes in here putting down the turf and grinding it out. But we had to do it. We needed a place to be able to play paintball. I mean, you go to the East Coast, Central Florida, Rob Stodinger Field, up to the north, you know what I mean? All throughout that Midwest, East Coast area, PEVs. You got great fields for people to be able to play paintball and a great environment for people to be able to build. And on the West Coast, we have millions and millions of people. We really haven't had any really great tournament facilities for guys to, build. I mean, you got like Paintball Central with the Trauma, the Gridlock camps,
right.
Central Florida with the Vipers and the Fierce guys down there. You've got places for young kids to come up and show their abilities. And out here we haven't had that for a while, so I feel here, you know what I mean? We have something now we can build, young teams can come up. I mean, 300 people is a lot of teams. And seeing a lot of old faces come back, so we got some hype, some buzz, and hopefully we keep grinding it out, try to get through this rough economy and be ready for if it ever picks back up. And
it looks like this place will be ready. So we got 2 full-blown X-ball regulation style fields here. It looks like you also have airlines in the ground.
Yep.
And the professional turf. Do you look to be expanding? There's a lot of room for expansion here. What are you looking at?
Well, I mean, we'd like to get rid of the smell of the cows here first, but I don't think that'll ever happen. No, we have 1 7-man field here, and with the demise of 7-man possibly imminent, we'll probably be blowing that out to an X-ball sized width field with 7-man depth. Gio's got a lot of crazy plans. Gio's Gio, you know what I mean? He's definitely going to push it to the limit, but no, I mean, we'll build fields as it's needed, Right now, 2 fields is about what we need for X-ball, but as it continues to grow, we'll go 3, we'll go 4, I mean, however many we need or it needs for people to have fun and young kids to be able to have a place to play paintball and not have to wait.
Sounds like the sky's the limit here. That's
yeah,
great.
It's definitely.
So Gio has access to hundreds of thousands of players. I think he quoted he had 300,000 people that played at his parks last year. With the WCPBL, how is that all going to tie together? I mean, it seems like there's a great potential to draw new people into tournament paintball.
Well, and that's what we all need to do. I mean, we need to focus on retention and getting the new players here. I mean, when there's 1,000 people a day sitting up front on any given day of any given weekend, there'll always be a crossover, and to have a nice venue and facility where these young kids can come play and be able to step it up and really give it back. I mean, the whole facade that tournament paintball is going to that next level right now is just a pipe dream, I think. I mean, we've all been sold. The outside sponsors are coming.
The TV deal.
We've all heard it, and it's just time for us to build from within. It makes more sense. I mean, if you have 1,000 people a day coming through a field,
playing rec
ball, sooner or later, some of them will want to come over, and we need to focus a little more on those guys having a safe place and a fun place to play paintball. I think a lot of fields are doing that right now. There's other fields here in Southern California that are building, and I mean, it seems like everybody's weathering this rough time and building and preparing for a better day. And I think maybe on the second go around, we learn not how to completely destroy it.
Great. Well, I'm really looking forward to it. It was great out here this weekend. There's a ton of people, lots of really good games. I mean, our team really, we got beat up on Saturday, but on Sunday we brought it, I think we actually beat you guys a couple of times, so that's not too shabby.
I have to check the stats on that one.
Yeah. We'll see. But, the nice thing about this, just a note to the people watching out at home, this is actually at the entrance to the paintball park. So everybody, all those thousands of people that are rolling in playing rec ball on the other side actually have to pass the tournament fields. So with all the signage out here about airball and X-ball going on, and they've seen all these tournament players, there's a lot of potential here. And especially when we're bringing new kids in and you know, there's a lot of potential for the future here.
Yeah,
So
it'll be good. I hope everybody comes out, checks it out, you know, support local fields, your field, our field, whatever field. Just keep it going, you know what I mean? Like, we all have to pay it forward at some point, and we've been trying to do that for years now, and now we've got our own place to be able to grind out and play paintball.
Real quick, so we think we're going to see some more pro teams out here? Is this going to be the proving grounds here?
Yeah, I'm sure the infamous guys will be out with us. We got a lot of San Diego teams that don't seem to want to drive too far, but I'm sure we'll see some of the big names coming out here. I mean,
there's a rumor going around that Russian Legion might actually be coming out before Phoenix.
Yeah, I think they're actually going to be up north at Capitol Edge playing the Damage guys, but I'm sure sooner or later
and make their way down.
We'll get those boys out here. But yeah, I'm sure you'll see a lot of big teams. You'll see a lot of young, upcoming talent out here. I mean, there's some kids you've never seen before, knee-high to a leprechaun running down the field shooting people. So it's going to be good. I think I look forward to the future. You know what I mean? I've always been building young teams, trying to bring kids up. And, you know, some people can look at the glasses being half empty right now, and I still think it's half full. You know what I mean?
That's a good way to look at it, right?
So it should be good, man.
Future's looking bright. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Justin.
Good luck.
Have a good one.